Hey class, so I'm going to do my lesson on consonant blends. So if I was going to do this lesson in the first grade classroom that I am in, we would begin by reviewing some ending blends. So the week before could be, say, the ending blends nk, nk, nt, nt, or mp, mp. What we would do is say we'd have a smart board and say I might write those ending blends at the top, and then I could write sentences and or have the word there and then have them just drag the ending blend to the word that it would fit, and it could be either just the word or it could be in a sentence. After we finished doing our review, I would then introduce some new ending blends. For instance, we could do old, LD, ng, NG, or nd, ND. I would begin by writing these on the board, the smart board, and then we would talk about them, and I would begin saying I would say words that had those ending blends, and I would write them on the board and underline, say, the ending blend, and then maybe I would say the word, and then I would have the class read the word together after me, emphasizing the nd or mp or whatever the ending blend is that we were learning. This one thing I see them do often when they're practicing blends is the teacher stands up and has her mixing bowl, and everybody has their big mixing bowl, and say that since we're learning old, the teacher would go, let's blend our words together, and we'll put in O, put in old, mix it together, and we get old. And we would practice our new ending blends like that. So I would have a bunch of words that I would say, put in this, put in that, mix it together, and then the class would say the word. Like I said, put in O, put in old, mix it together, and you get old. And then have them go to their seat, and I would tell them that we were going to read a book, and the book that we were going to read would have these ending blends, and when I'm reading, I want them to listen for the new ending blends and any blend that they have learned, and when they hear one, I want them to put a thumbs up. So when they put thumbs up and I see them, I'll stop, and I'll be like, what blend did you hear? Have them tell me which one it is, and then we would all say, yep, that is one, or talk about it. Also, if they don't catch them during the reading, I would pause and be like, emphasize the word, like we were saying, old. I'd be like, read the sentence and think, old, and look around and see if anyone catches it. One book that I picked for these specific ending blends, old, ng, and nd, I found this book, and it has those ending blends in it. So I would introduce the book, which this one's The Medicine Wagon. And we would begin reading. And for instance, let's go to this page. As I'm reading, a medicine salesman rolled up in an old wagon. I'd look around, say, pick a student, and they would tell me old. I'd go, old, that's right, we have the old, LD, old. And then we'd continue reading. If they were reading a page and they didn't catch it, such as, well, here's old again. Like, I nearly forgot the perfect thing for our little friend. And then I'd pick them. If they didn't catch it, I'd be like, thing. Does anybody hear a blend in that word, thing? And I'd kind of help them out and let them hear it and then tell me, oh, it's thing. And also, if we have any other blends that we've already learned, I would also be like, hey, that's another blend right there. Let's see if I can find one. I didn't mark any new ones. Well, they are in here. But anyway, so then we would finish up our book. And we talk about the book, what went on in the book, discussed, the problems. Then we'd have them go to their seats if we came to the carpet, and at this point I would explain to them the activity we were going to do. This activity we would be practicing the ending blends. So I had a couple different worksheets. So if it was differentiated, there would be like a high, medium, and low. Let's see, a low might be this one. And what they would do is, let's see, oh, it's on the back. So they would cut out their pictures, and then they would identify the picture, like this one's hand. So if the blend ND, and then they would put it in the house. So they would cut it on different pages, and then they would put it in their house, and we'd go around and check while they were doing that. Another one, let's see, I found. Is there's word cards. Maybe this can be in the middle. And so these are already written in there, but they wouldn't be written there. That's just to show you where they'd go. But they would, this would be blank, and there would be a bunch of word cards like this. Or, yeah, like this one. And you would sort your word cards and find them, and then you would write them down. A harder one we could do, which I don't have right now, is perhaps for our higher students would be have like sentences, and then they plug the right word or the right ending blend into the word. Closing, I'd let them finish it for a little while, and then once we summed up the activity, I, of course, would be walking around and assessing and helping wherever they needed my help. I might at the end wrap it up and go, let's look at so-and-so's work, and then I would use it as an example and praise them and go over what they had put as their answer and be like, okay, good. Like when our words are in send, and I would be going down like send, friend, and I would read it all and give it back. After we reviewed it, then this would move into either AR reading or centers or specials, and that would be basically a phonic activity.